Good evening, good evening. As you guys come on, please say hello. If you don't mind hitting the SHARE button, please do so at this time. Y'all, this evening, my topic of discussion is um, uplifting your sister and not tearing her down. That is so important that we are here for one another, that we are not here to tear another sister down. So I'm gonna give a few of you more time to come on, and then we will go into the discussion. So how are you guys doing on this late Monday evening? How y'all doing? I'm super excited to be on, y'all. Super excited to be on. I wanted to come on a little bit earlier, but I was moving slow today, y'all. Just keeping it real. I was totally moving a little bit slow, but that's okay. Sometimes we move a little bit slow. Hey, Miss Joanne, how are you? Good evening, and good evening. Blessings to you all. Blessings to you all. All right, we're going to get some more sisters time to come on in the room. Waiting on a few more sisters to come in the room. And we're going to go ahead and get started. Again, my topic of discussion on today is uplifting our sisters, y'all, not tearing our sisters down, because we don't never know what one is going through. So I'm just gonna piggyback off of something that I have been going through, seeing with someone that I care dearly for this past couple of days. You know, when you see one of your sisters going through and it's something detrimental to her and her family, guys, we don't want to come in speaking negative. If we can't say anything positive to try and uplift that sister, to try and encourage her, pray for her and her family, her overall situation, y'all, we're not doing the right thing. We're not doing the right thing. If we are sisters, especially sisters in Christ, in which we all are, we should not ever tear another sister down. It is just not right. It's totally not right. It does not matter if that person is somebody you know personally, if it's someone you support. It can be, you can support them on social media. It can be somebody that you work with. It can be a family or close friend. We do not, under no circumstances as sisters, want to tear another sister down. It is so not right, y'all. And it should never feel right in our spirits to do that. I just can't even imagine knowing that one of my sisters is going through something, and then I'm popping out with something so negative and something that can be so hurtful in the time that she's going through a thing. So I'm on here today to say that we should always uplift our sisters. We should never tear them down. It doesn't matter what we're on the outside seeing or hearing or whatever. We're not supposed to judge. We are truly not supposed to judge. And I came across a situation earlier where this one young lady, she was judging someone that we're both supposed to be friends or I say a great supporter of. And I felt like the comment was so mean. It was just so mean. And especially when this person is going through something major, a major crisis, we have got to know how to be a support system for one another. Those are things we should automatically know, to be a support system to our sister, especially when she's going through something that could be detrimental to her family. It could be her children. It could be her parents. It could be, whatever the situation is. When we know better, we do better. And there was a comment from a young lady, and the comment to me, it was so mean. It was so mean. And I probably should not have responded, but I just felt the need to just to say that was just not the right thing to do, and we should uplift one another. We shouldn't be negative of one another. We should be praying for one another, especially when somebody's going through something. that's really hurtful to them and something that's really just breaking their heart. You know, we got to have some compassion. We cannot be insensitive to other people's feelings. We just cannot. We cannot. We can't just always put our feet in somebody else's shoes and say, well, we would do it this way or we would do it that way. We don't really know how we would do it unless we are actually in that particular situation. If we're not in that situation, we don't really know how we will react or respond to a thing. We truly don't. We don't. We might think we know until the situation arises. We don't know exactly how we will react to a thing. Just hope that we would react to it in a positive way. But I say to my sisters, I say to you all, it does not matter what we are on the outside looking in at. We're not that individual. We are not living in their household. We don't know what goes on a day-to-day. We can see some things and just kind of imagine, but we don't see 24/7 in anybody's lives but our own. So I say, we don't tear a sister down. We uplift that sister. If we don't have anything positive to say, sometimes we got to zip it up and just don't say anything. Say a prayer. But don't put something out there in the universe where everybody can see it. And we know, and when you love hard and when you got God in you, you're not going to say certain things anyway. You're just not going to do it. You're going to have some compassion. You're going to feel some sympathy. You're going to have that love in your heart for your fellow sister. So again, this is something that's just recently I come across, y'all, and it kind of got my little heart hurting. It really does. It's got my heart feeling some kind of way because I just can't, as a woman, as a mother, especially with daughters. We have mothers, we got grandmothers, we've got aunts. We don't want anyone to say anything that's going to hurt them. We don't want anybody to say anything that's going to tear them down. We want the uplifting. We want the positive energy. Y'all, we can deliver that. We can definitely deliver the positive energy. It's not hard. Sometimes if we don't have great things to say or something positive to say, sometimes we just got to be quiet. It's okay to be quiet. It's not always okay, and I'm learning, and I learned it today, it's not always okay to express what you're feeling. Because honestly, when I saw, I was like, I could not believe the comment, and I was like, are you serious? You know, sometimes we got to leave well enough alone too, you know, and not get so involved in what's going on, you know, in somebody's personal life. But when you care, when you have that heart and you care, you can't just sit back and be silent. You know, depending on the situation, it's hard to sit back and be silent. You know, you want to show up and show some love for that person who you know is really hurting from the outside in, from the inside out. You know, trying to be strong. You know, trying to hold on, trying to stay focused, trying to keep that mindset together where you can constantly focus and keep going in that moment. You know, just keep going for yourself. Keep going for your children. So I say, sisters, sometimes we got to think before we speak. We got to care enough for our fellow sisters. We cannot just be okay with just commenting and saying things to people that we know is hurtful. It's not right. I just can't say that it is. So, I don't know. My heart kind of aches for this young lady. It does ache. It's not a kinda in it. My heart aches for her. My heart aches for her family. And, you know, I've extended prayers and I will continue to send prayers. And those are things that we can do when we know a person is going through and we know that we're not there in the physical with that person. We can pray for them. We can pray for them. We can pray with them. And if you have love in your heart and you got God in you, you're going to hurt when they hurt. You're going to feel something. You're not going to have that feeling of, you know, trying to bash that person. We don't want to do that. We definitely don't want to do that to any of our sisters. It does not matter. We don't want it done to us. We don't want it done to us. So just be mindful. I say we don't want to bash another one of our sisters. We don't want to do that. We want to uplift them. We definitely don't want to tear them down. So I encourage myself and each and every one of my sisters to be a support system to another sister. It does not matter how near or how far. You can send them a text message. You can send them an email. Whatever you can do to uplift that sister's spirit. Because sometimes we don't know if a person is about to break. We don't know. We don't know. But we can step in the gap. We can step in and intercede on their behalf in prayer. We can do that. And y'all, the tongue is powerful. Prayer is powerful. So let's uplift our sisters. Let's not tear them down. So that is what I want to come on this evening to say. I wasn't planning on being on that long. My heart kind of aches for this young lady and her family. It doesn't kind of aches. It really aches. And because I care so much for her and her kids, it's sad when we see another sister just come out and just say such negative things, and I don't know if they don't realize that it's negative, just don't know the difference of what negative means. Knowing that a negative is definitely not a positive. We know when we speak, we know where we're coming from when we speak. If we're going to say a thing, we know exactly where we're coming from in our hearts and our minds. And especially when you put it out for the world to see it, we gotta have some more compassion for our sisters. We gotta love our sisters. We gotta pray for our sisters. We gotta be there in some form or fashion. And I think things can be so much better for so many of us if we have those sisters in our corner, praying for us and praying with us, and our families, no matter what it is we're going through or another sister is going through. So I say, sisters, just pray for everybody on tonight. That way we won't miss out on anybody. Because the young lady, she can definitely use some prayer, she and her family. Because when I say the devil is busy, he's so busy. He's truly busy. It's like he's coming from every angle. And it's time to put that shield of armor on and take that thing to God and ask him to get in the midst of that thing. Because sometimes when we try to fix it ourselves, we make a mess of it. So, y'all, let's pray for everybody on tonight. And that way we won't miss out on anybody. There are so many sisters, so many families that can use prayer right now. So let's do that. We can do it. Together we can. Together we can. Okay? So I love y'all. I pray that we can just continue to send out positive energy out into the air, in the atmosphere. Positive energy for our sisters. Uplift our sisters. Definitely not tear one down, because it's just not right. When we put a little love in our heart, or we already got some love in our heart, it can take you a long way. So let's uplift our sisters. We can do that. Together we can. Together. Always remember, when two or more of us come together, that's a powerful thing. It really is. And like I said, we don't know what our sisters are going through, near or far. Hey y'all. Hey sisters. Hey Nadine. Dominique, how are you? Miss Gwendolyn, how you doing? And my cousin Roberta, how are you? And Miss Joanne. But I just wanted to come on for a moment because my heart is kind of aching for this sister and her family. And I know that prayers are definitely needed. And we have to really be careful and really be mindful on what we put out into the atmosphere. Whether we writing it out, sending it out on social media, whether we're speaking it out of our mouths, whatever. We have to be careful on the things that we say and how we treat another sister, y'all. Positivity. Let's put positivity out into the atmosphere. That's a great thing. Positivity, you know? Everybody needs something positive in their lives right now. We can all use something positive. Because I can't think of any one of us that's not going through a thing, have not ever been through a thing, and may not ever go through a thing, because we all will be in a number at some point. So, sisters, I say, let's uplift our sisters. We don't want to tear them down. It's just not the right thing to do. We don't want to tear them down. We are sisters, no matter what. We may not be biological sisters, but we're all sisters in Christ. So let's treat one another accordingly. You know, show up and show some love for your sister. Let's do that. Again, together we can. Together we can. So if y'all don't mind, please send this live out. Share it for me. Also, make sure that you hit the follow button. If you know of any other sisters who you think may like to become a part of this page, you're welcome to hit that invite button and invite them in. Y'all, let's show it for our sisters. We never know who needs their sister right now. And believe me, I'm that sister that I will definitely be there for you. However way that I can. I will. So I love y'all. It's uplifting time. It's time for us to never tear down another sister, ever. Never. We don't want that in our vocabulary. That's not a part of our language. We want to be the uplifters. We want to be our sister's keeper, for sure. So, together we can. Remember that. Together we can. So, y'all, have a great, blessed rest of your evening. I pray that you guys have a great night. I'm fixing to go in here and watch the game. My husband said Jalen Hurts is fixing to play football, if he ain't already on there. So guess what? I'm fixing to go relax this old brain of mine. Just know God is love. He is love. And I'll say this before I leave all of my lives. He gave his only begotten son, that whosoever believeth in him will not perish, but will have everlasting life. So let's everlasting love our sisters. Let's everlasting support our sisters. Let's everlasting uplift our sisters. Let's never tear our sisters down. Okay? But anyway, until tomorrow, if the Lord's willing, say the same. I will see you all. Blessing to y'all. Have a great rest of your evening, y'all. I'm just going to go ahead and chill out a little bit. So remember, invite some sisters into the page. Put out those reviews. I'm looking forward to you guys putting in reviews. What do you think about the page so far? And I'm looking for speakers. Any sisters who are willing to come on in here live, I can add you in. And if you would like to speak and give some encouraging words to any of our sisters, I welcome you. I welcome you. So again, y'all have a blessed good night, and I love y'all.